I woke up to the sound of breathing. Slow, steady, and definitely not mine. The problem? I was alone in the house, or at least, I thought I was. This happened about a year ago, and I still can't shake it. I live in a small, one-bedroom house, just big enough for me. It's nothing fancy, but it's mine, and I've always felt safe there. Until that night. I had gone to bed around 11. It was a quiet evening, and I remember locking the front door and double-checking the windows before heading to sleep. I've always been careful about that sort of thing. But around 2 a.m., I woke up suddenly, disoriented, to this soft, rhythmic breathing. At first, I thought I was imagining it, that maybe it was just the sound of my own breathing echoing in my head. But no, it was too distinct, too close. I froze, my heart pounding in my chest, and tried to figure out where it was coming from. It wasn't from the bedroom, no, it sounded like it was just outside my door. My house is small enough that I can hear almost everything, and there's no mistaking that sound. Someone was there. I don't know what possessed me to move, but I slid out of bed as quietly as I could, grabbed my phone, and crept to the bedroom door. I didn't open it, I just pressed my ear against it, hoping I was wrong. The breathing was louder now. Shallow, deliberate, like whoever it was wanted to be heard. I called 911, whispering into the phone, trying not to make a sound. The operator told me to stay where I was, that officers were on their way. But as I waited, the breathing stopped. The silence was worse. I stood there, clutching my phone, straining to hear anything. Footsteps, movement, nothing, just the faint hum of the refrigerator from the kitchen. When the cops arrived, they didn't find anyone. No signs of forced entry, nothing missing, and the doors and windows were still locked. It didn't make sense, but the worst part? As they were leaving, one of the officers stopped and looked at me with this uneasy expression. "You sure you didn't leave this open?" he asked, pointing to the attic hatch in the hallway. I hadn't even noticed it. The hatch was barely cracked open, just enough for someone to slip in or out. I don't have an attic. Just a crawl space for insulation, too small for storage or anything else. I told the officers as much, and one of them climbed up to check it out. He didn't find anyone up there, but he did find something: a flattened sleeping bag, some food wrappers, and an old phone charger. Whoever it was, they'd been living up there for a while. I moved out the next week. Sometimes, I still wake up at night, half convinced I hear breathing again.